When rest feels wrong, how many times, even when we're not in a depression, do we take some rest and we feel bad about it, right? We feel guilty because we have a list of things that need to get done, or maybe we have some goals we want to work on. So instead, like for me, just maybe playing a video game for a few hours, I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. I have to work on this journal that I want to create again. And then when I don't do it, because I really do want the rest and we all deserve rest, then how do you get rid of the guilt of not doing that and knowing that you still have time? Hopefully, we still have time to work on things. Welcome to a new series in the area of depression. This is actually the last series we'll do in depression, permission and rest. Redefining productivity, why rest feels like failure. The theme for this video is understanding guilt and redefining what rest really means in depression. Let's be honest, rest doesn't always feel good when you're depressed or even when you're not depressed. You might lay down, but your mind says you're wasting time. You might cancel plans, but feel guilty for doing so. Or maybe you rest and still feel exhausted, which only makes you think, what's wrong with me? In this episode, we're going to explore why rest feels like failure and how to begin seeing it as part of healing, not proof that you're falling behind. The culture pressure to keep going. We live in a world that measures worth by productivity, how much you earn, create, or check off the list. And what is kind of sad about all that is when we start to create families, we're still in this mindset of productivity when really being with your family and raising them is something wonderful and amazing. And we should take the time for that as well as for ourselves. So when depression slows you down, that conditioning kicks in and whispers, you're lazy. But here's the truth. Rest is not a moral issue. Your body and brain need it to survive. Here's a reframe. Rest isn't the opposite of doing. It's what allows me to keep going. The emotional weight of guilt. So guilt around rest often comes from fear. If I stop, I'll never start again. Or from internalized voices like our parents, our teachers, or our jobs that praised endless effort but punished peace. And when you rest, your nervous system is trying to reset. It's not avoidance, it's actually recovery for us. And the exhaustion you feel isn't laziness, it's evidence of how much you've been carrying. So here's a gentle reminder. My body isn't betraying me, it's asking me to listen. And of course, if we don't listen and we keep going and going and going, our body will start screaming it in ways that we don't like and will just end up forcing us to take it. So it's really nice just to take it before it gets to that point. So redefining rest as care. So rest is not just sleep, it's any moment that lets your system breathe. Listening to music, being outside, sitting quietly without needing to fix anything. The more you rest without guilt, the faster your body learns that rest is safe. So try asking yourself, what kind of rest do I actually need? Is it mental, emotional, or physical? What would it look like to rest with permission instead of apology? Here's an anchor thought. Rest is a bridge, not a wall. Rest isn't failure, it's healing. If you're tired, it's not because you failed, it's because you're human. In the next episode, we'll go deeper into the myth of constant productivity and how to break up with the belief that your worth depends on what you do. Here's some journal prompts for you. When was the last time I felt guilty for resting? What thoughts came up? What beliefs about rest did I learn growing up? An example is rest is lazy. How would it feel to believe rest is part of healing, not proof of failure? Till then, take one small act of rest today without guilt, without explanation. You deserve it. Here's the comment section. Comment on anything on this video, anything about permission and rest, and why rest feels like failure, anything on depression, or any other heavy emotion that you may be feeling. And you can comment on any wins you've had. We would love to hear those, and any hard seasons you may be in that doesn't really invoke a strong emotion, but just one that you're kind of going through. If you're having a hard time coming up with a question, here's one for you. What is one cultural pressure that makes resting hard for you to do? So if this video resonated with you at all today, take a breath before you go. Let what you heard settle in. You're not alone on this journey, and you don't have to do it all at once. If you're feeling like it, like this video so other people can find it. Share it with somebody who you think can benefit from understanding why rest feels like failure. And subscribe for new content of every week, of every day. Remember, here it's tiny steps, real talk, and honest healing. Made it this far, get to listen about the journals that I created to go hand in hand with these videos, really to help build healthier behaviors, decrease unhealthy behaviors, and perhaps make us aware of some things in our lives that we weren't really aware of that can help us to grow into the person we really want to be. There's an anxiety journal, a self-love, discovery, discipline journal, and a beach-themed journal. There's also a children's book about bravery, courage, spark, where your child gets to learn all about those. And there's worksheets at the end for them as well, where they get to write their own bravery, courage, and spark that comes within them, laying the foundation that they have what it takes to anchor themselves and go through some hard things. And then there's an emotional workbook for your kids that has all the things that I like to do in therapy with kids. To be honest, sometimes with teens and adults, because sometimes as we get older, we don't understand body sensations and how that interacts with our feelings and emotions and our reactions and how we can respond instead of react. So there's many pages in there for your child to discover emotions, where they feel it, and help them to just kind of move everything forward to be the calm communicator in life. So once again, thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. I hope you have a great day.